Hello, little dragons. Welcome to your first geometry lesson. I know you are super excited right now to get going, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Good. Okay, let's go. So today is our first lesson. It's 1.1. It's points, lines, and planes. Our objective is to be able to name and draw points, lines, and planes. Hence the name. So let's go over a few vocabulary words. The first one is a point. Okay? A point is a location in space, and a point is named just by a capital letter. Okay? I hope your handwriting is better than mine, by the way. All right. So what's that look like? It's just a point, and we'll name it with a capital letter. We'll call it A, or we could do this. Let's call it B. These are both points. They're named by capital letters, and a non-example would be like this squiggly line, because that is definitely not that. So a point, remember, is a location in space. It's the same thing on Google Maps. If you see right here, that's the address of our school, and a point shows us the location is on the map. That's why we use points, to show us the location. Our second definition is a line. A line is an infinite number of points that extend in opposite directions. Infinite means goes on forever. So basically it's just like all these bazillion points that just go in two directions forever. It could be named using either a lowercase letter, so lowercase letter, okay? Or 2 points that are on the line, 2 points, okay? So for example, this could either be, let's say this is a small k, and these are points A, B. This line has two different names to it. I could either call it line K, right? And don't forget to put these little, or I could call this line AB, all right? Now this little mark shows us that this means line AB, right? This line with the two arrows on it. Now a non-example, what's it called? If we had an endpoint that extended like that, all right? And we'll call this AB. Now, look, very close to being the same, but not the same, because this one has an endpoint, so it doesn't go on forever in both directions. What's the name of this? We'll find out later. Finally, a plane. A plane also consists of an infinite number of points, all right, which form a flat surface, okay? So what would that look like? Well, that would be a flat surface, right? It looks like the top of a table. That's a plane. A plane could be named by using any 3 points, okay, that are on the plane, or also a capital letter. All right? So for example, let's put 3 points on here. Let's call them X, Y, and Z. All right? This would be plane. That's the symbol for plane. X, Y, Z. Now a non-example, well, let's see. How about this? This would be not a plane. Why? Because it needs 3 points. There's 2 points, but we need a third point to make a plane. A plane is made up of 3 points. All right, let's do a little practice here. We're going to draw points A, B, and C. You can either pause the video and do it on your own right now, or you can follow along with me. A, B, C. Did it. It doesn't have to look like that as long as you draw 3 points that are A, B, and C. The second one is draw line, and remember this is the symbol for line, DC below. So we draw the line, we put our arrows on the ends, and we put D and C. Draw plane GHF. Okay, we're going to draw that little plane, that square looking thing, and we're going to put 3 points on it. Remember, our plane is the 3 points that are on it, G, H, and F. Draw line M below. Well, once again, if it's a line, it has 2 arrows, and this will just put a little M next to it. And what are 4 ways to name the line to the right? 4 ways. Well, remember, a line can be named using any 2 points on it. So we have AB, right? We could also call it AC. We could also call it BC, and we could also call it K, because that's the lowercase letter over here, okay? So remember, any 2 points on a line lets you name it, and don't forget to put your lines there, because that means it's a line. So that's line AC, line BC, these must be there, and line K. All right, moving along. 3 more definitions: collinear, coplanar, and intersecting. Okay? Collinear are 2 or more points that are on the same line. Okay? So if I had, let's say, these 2 points, okay, A and B are collinear, right? A and B are collinear because they're on the same line. But let's try this one. Let's say I had A, B, and C. A, B, and C are not collinear because they're not all on the same line. They have to be in the same line. You know what? Let's put them there. So these are collinear, these are not collinear. Coplanar are any points. All right, so it's 2 or more points on the same plane. And that makes sense because look, this is coplanar and this is collinear, linear. All right, so once again, if I had these 3 points, 1, 2, 3, these would be considered coplanar. And now let's look at these 3 points, A, B, and C. Not coplanar. They are not on the same plane. Same plane, not same plane. Same plane, not on the same plane. So these are coplanar, not coplanar. Finally, intersecting. It's when 2 or more lines, okay, have 1 or more point in common. So let's look. Here's a line, and here's a line, right? They have this point in common. So these 2 lines are intersecting. Now, if we look at this one, look at these 2 lines. Not intersecting, so they don't have a point in common, okay? That makes it intersecting with a point in common. So let's try these. Name 3 collinear points. 3 points on the same line. That would be B, C, and D. Let's name 4 coplanar points. These are all on the same plane, so that would be A, B, C, and D. Name 2 non-collinear points. Well, that's 2 points that aren't on the same line. So there's many answers, but let's do B and A in this case, right? Also, we could say C and A, and we could also say B and E, right? These are all that aren't on the same line. Name 2 non-coplanar points. Will be any of these points with this point, right? Because these are all on the same plane, but this one isn't. So we could say B and E, B and E, A and E, and anything with E, right? Because those are on different planes. And name a point where 2 lines intersect. Well, these 2 lines intersect at this point right here, right? They both hit that point. So we would say point D is where these 2 intersect. Moving along, these are our last 3 definitions. A line segment consists of what's called, a line segment consists of 2 endpoints, okay, 2 endpoints, and does not go on forever, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, that was like our line, but normally we have arrows here, right? That's a line. But a line segment has these 2 points, meaning it has a definite length. It does not keep going on in both directions, okay? So this would be line segment AB. And when we write that, okay, this would mean line segment AB. All right? Oh, sorry, I should put that over here, AB. And you just put a line over it. When you have just a line without the arrows, that's a line segment. Array consists of 1 endpoint and extends in one direction, like the band, see how hip I am, forever. So it has one endpoint, let's call it A, and it goes in one direction forever, okay? So remember, a line needs 2 points, and to name it, this would be AB. Same thing, but one arrow because it goes in one direction forever. And finally, opposite rays, they share the same endpoint, okay, and extend in opposite directions on the same line. So what's that look like? Well, they share the same endpoint, right? And these rays go in opposite directions. So let's call this B. One goes in this direction, and the one goes in the opposite direction. So it looks a lot like a line now, and this would be opposite rays. It's 2 rays with the same endpoint that go in opposite directions. And this one actually just becomes a line, so we'd name it like that. Let's practice this. Name 4 points. I think you could do that on your own, but let's just say A, B, C, and D. All right? Name 1 line segment. All right, is AC a line segment? No, that's a line, right? That's a full line. So a line segment could be BE. Nope, that's a ray. The only line segment here has to have 2 endpoints, so that would be DB. Okay? And we have to put it like that because that means line segment. Name 3 rays. Okay, well let's look. It has to have an endpoint and then go in the other direction forever. So we could say BE is a ray. We'll put our little marking. BA is a ray, right? From here to here. And we could say BC is a ray. Opposite rays, well those, remember, they have a common endpoint and extend in both directions, so that would be BA and BC. And we got to name the line in 3 ways. Well, remember, any 2 points on this line, which is right here, let's name it in 3 ways. So it could be AC, AB, or BC. All right, guys, we just got a basic definition of geometry to start working with. I'm very proud of you. You finished your first lesson notes. Now get started on your practice. And remember, become your dreams, and drink milk, and listen to your parents, and be good people, and do your homework, and respect old people. All right, bye.